I've seen people, for some reason, still like saying that the character in Guilty Gear,
mm-hmm.
you know, the trans character.
I
see a bunch of people who say that no, they're not actually trans. It's like, what the fuck? It says it in the game, doesn't it? Like,
okay, I can give you the rundown of this.
Fuck?
I am just as angry. Okay, this is going to be a puns rant. This is going to be a puns rant time. The rare puns rant.
Holy.
So strap on in. Okay, so give you some backstory. Bridget is a character who was released in Guilty Gear XX. So this was like early mid 2000s anime fighting game from the Guilty Gear series. It was technically like the third game in the series, or what in the series. And the character was and Bridget was basically one of the very first quote unquote trap characters in fighting games, right? And I use trap in the way that we used to, in the same way we use femboys today, as in like that's what you would call femboys back in the day. You would refer to them as traps because Bridget, from like the artwork, was designed to look like a female, but is revealed through the story that they are a boy, and they lived in a village where they act like a girl, and there is a lot, but basically they were like one of the very first femboy characters in video games, and because of this, Bridget was the original femboy meme. She was back then when he was the femboy meme. And anytime there was any kind of memes, trap related, anything related to that, Bridget was like the center of those memes. It was like a classic. And so a lot of people, when Strive released, and basically, and so to be fair, Bridget hasn't been in any Guilty Gear game since then, in like the mid 2000s. And then she gets added as a character in Strive, and in the story mode of Strive, she basically at the end of the story mode, she decides that she is a girl. Her design is changed from the original to Strive to have a transgender pin on her head, and she literally says verbatim that I am a girl in the game. And and despite this being very, very clear and the game being out for like two years, there are a bunch of people angry about this because they feel like their classic
because they have nothing better to do.
Because their classic meme is being taken away from them. They are these woke people, these woke SJWs, just greedy freaking political correctness is ruined their character from memes they looked at when they were younger, basically. And that is why they are angry about it. Like and so even though like it's super duper clear that like that he transitioned into a woman and her design reflects that, like in the way that like Bridget now wears a neck cover around her neck, and like that's I've read somewhere that like that's something that's like trans women sometimes do to like make their
They don't like to see their Adam's apple. Yeah. Yeah,
exactly. And like design despite the design clearly reflecting that, there are a bunch of people copiuming this change because they feel like their meme is under attack. And obviously that is very, very dumb. Those memes still exist and are still valid. And two, it's come on, guys! Just
how dare they make us have to use words that we use in everyday life?
Yeah.
to describe someone. Like, it's like, okay, all right.
How dare
they're making me say she, her. They're making me say they, them. It's like you say that all the time anyway. Like, how is that? How is that hard? Like, huh?
I don't. Yeah, no, it is very, very.
You're saying that, you know, our whole, like, you know, LGBT fucking fruitcakes or whatever, but you know, you're the ones that are complaining about saying a word to describe someone that you use every day. Come on.
Yeah. Yep. It's dumb. It's really, really stupid. And mind you, most of this stuff is just what people saying this stuff are like random Twitter losers who don't even play the game, right? They're not the actual players. Like,
they literally have nothing better to do than to actually complain. Like, they're the same type of people that complain about, oh, my gun got nerfed from 45 damage to 43 damage. How is this possible? It's like, oh man, it takes 3 shots to kill someone now. It always took 3 shots, even at 45, bud. Sorry.
Exactly.
No, it's like that one specific thing that they have to do is shoot one more time. Just one specific thing.
Yeah, at this specific distance, it's 4 shots though. It's like, okay, but the gun's not meant to be a long range engagement. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but there is obviously reasons that they nerf things. It's like,
yeah,
like there is that specific scenario that they didn't want to be happening or something. So it's like, that's why the nerf is there. If you're saying the nerf does nothing, then what's the point of even nerfing it at that point? Why would they even do the nerf? So it's like, I don't know. Like,
I'll put this in the pop out chat, but like it literally in the story mode of the game, like the part of her story mode is her coming to terms with being a girl, and she's literally at the end of it, she literally says, "Yeah, I'm a girl." I'm like,
she's literally an egg. Like, she literally started off as an egg.
Yes.
And then she cracked.
So
I think it's understandable for some people who may have been like, maybe want to be feminine and not be a girl.
Yeah.
Maybe it's understandable that they're a little mad that they had a character that they related to that they don't relate to as much anymore.
They have plenty of other anime characters they can relate to.
Yeah, but I don't think that's necessarily the I don't think that's the main people who are like complaining.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong.
I think those people like, it sucks, but it's like, maybe they should introduce another character.
Yeah,
that is also relatable in that regard. I don't know.
In that fact, it's like, I'm sorry, so you have the female, like you have the femboy and everything. How many trans characters are there?
That's the thing. There's no trans characters in the game.
There's barely any.
Besides that one now,
really. Right.
Yeah.
Like, so they're becoming more apparent. But you know, in anime, you know what I mean? In anime, there's plenty of femboys. There's plenty of femboys. There's plenty of the T word.
There's plenty of femboy related media. There's plenty of like manga focusing on femboys. In fact, I literally played a femboy visual novel.
So true. It
was about a femboy maid cafe with soap. It was like one of the first visual novels I played on stream. But I don't think there are any trans woman made cafes. I think, like, obviously there are like a bunch of visual novels with
because they'd probably get destroyed by the fucking society. They'd probably get fucking ran out of business and destroyed because society is shit.
But I'm going to touch back on something that we talked about earlier. Like, if you want to say, like, I think I don't like the direction that they took Bridget's character, like, you're allowed to disagree with that, right? You're allowed to say, I like their original design, I liked the original character, I don't like how they changed it, and that's fine. It's a fictional character, you're allowed to disagree. But
some people like the mystery of, like, whether, you know what I mean, like, and then now it's like out there in the public where Bridget's finally made a full decision, you know?
Yeah.
Some people preferred that what's the word I'm looking for?
Ambiguity.
I don't know. Yeah, but not just that. Like that conflict within Bridget themselves, I felt made their character better. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But and then there are people like this who are literally just like totally misgendering Bridget for no reason and still copiuming about this character after like several years.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, like I don't get that. That last post you just sent, I think I saw that. I was just like, how the fuck is like, why is that a post? Because
Yeah,
like
Okay.
they literally
Look.
said it in the thing, and they're showing the Guilty Gear. Like, is it that's the Guilty Gear artwork of them, right? Not the
Yeah.
Guilty Gear,
The
the
end-
new Guilty Gear.
The only
artwork
thing
of
that
them.
bothers me about this post as well is like, obviously they're misgendering, but like when people just say, you know, instead of like your preferred, you know, what you'd prefer to be called, they're just like, oh, you're trans. It's like, yes, I'm female. Like, it's just say, please.
mhm. Yeah.
You know, like it's like it just because we are, that's not our whole personality type. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? We are proud to be it, but that's not our whole personality.
Unless if it's like relevant to a specific situation, I just call my trans
exactly.
woman friends woman. They're just woman.
Yeah.
You're just woman. And yeah, and like obviously, like to be fair, in this post, they are absolutely destroying the person who posted this. Being like, literally, she has the androgynous symbol in her hair. Literally calling her a fake fan. Fake fan. It's almost been 2 years. Can you shut up yet? Years later, people can still be normal about a writing team taking a fictional character story in a
Hey,
direction
buddy,
they
have to
don't
be
like.
quiet 'cause
Go
people
outside.
don't like it.
And like, yeah, it's and then this guy just coping, just like AGP pervert spot, whatever that means.
I'd be careful with scrolling down in this Bridget post just in case there's.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that's my home.
Welcome to Twitter.
Yeah.
A trash can.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
So what was you actually want to talk about Guilty Gear?
Okay. So, I mean, yeah,
Punz?
just as one last thing.
Mhm.
They made this character to show people the struggle in a way that people could easily understand it. And people did not understand it. It was like literally the easiest way people could explain the struggle. And people are like, huh?
Characters change in a game called Guilty Gear Strive, where the main character, the main theme of the game, one of the main themes of the game is characters changing. What?
I was
No
just
way.
like, I said to my friend, Guilty Gear Strive, if I did pick up a game like to play, it would be Guilty Gear. And they're like, oh, is it because of the trans girl? And I'm just like, no.
Guilty Gear is a good franchise. It's very, very fun.
Look, it's not because of the trans girl. It's because of the effort that the developers went through to actually show a story and the art style, but also like that they actually gave visibility to the LGBTQ within a game like fighting, you know?
I wanted to play it, but like it was like full price when I was looking at it, and I don't really play fighting games, so I didn't like bother getting it because like fighting games could be like risky for me getting because it's like, what if I just don't like it at all? Especially getting it at full price. I have played Dragon Ball Fighters, but I think